I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Just popping to the shops real quick. Don't mind me. Also, the angle's probably going to be real bad, but that's alright, because I have you in my phone holder, which is over there. Is it recording? It is. Fantastic. So I've got you just in my phone holder, so that way I don't have to look at you while I talk and ramble about random crap that's happening. Also, apologies in advance for the car noises, so I'll try and talk louder than the car noises. Just heading off to do my weekly food shop and then come home and have some more food, because I had a little bit of a snack before I went, and then I'll have actual lunch when I get back, just because I need some more bread. But yeah, so I gotta do that. Then my friends are coming over. One coming over in the afternoon, one coming over a little bit later, and I think that's about it that I'm doing today. And then tomorrow I'll be working on my thesis project, and then going to tutoring, and then going to the gym. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream in the morning. It depends on if I wake up with a migraine. Also, apologies for pretty much not posting a vlog in February. For February, I should say. Yeah, I just haven't been doing that. I'm trying to get back into it. That's the reason I am vlogging and rambling about random crap while I drive. At least you get to see the random scenery in the window as I drive past things. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I've been streaming Calamity Canyon. I'm going to be getting back onto that soon. What else? I need to play. I've bought a new game, which is called Getting Over It. I'm sure you all know about, which hopefully by the time this goes up, I have actually started playing it. If not, it's probably being played shortly after this. I'm trying to think what else. I don't think there's anything else. My parents are coming to town next week, so there might not be as many at home vlogs. I might vlog more in the car, so you might get a lot more of these sort of shots. But yeah, so what else? I'm going to do some more cross stitch. I'll show you the little bunnies that I've been knitting, that I knitted the squares for and I'm sewing together. If you are on my Discord, you would have seen them already, but I will show you them when I get home. But the reason I'm rambling is because I don't want to have to interact with my phone while I'm actually driving. I gotta wait until I get to the lights, because it takes a couple of minutes to get from home to the first set of lights, which are just by the shops, so basically by the time we get to the shops. But I just thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update. What else is there to talk about? I've been playing Dead by Daylight a lot, so let me know if that is something that you like, and I'll keep doing it. If not, let me know what else you'd like to watch me play. I do need to organise a Don't Starve Together stream with all the people at some point. I'm not sure if that's something that they still want to do, so I'll ask them. Rambled. What else was I going to talk about? Okay, so I got my thesis sorted yesterday, which is really great. So happy. So I'm doing stuff on the square kilometre array antennas and coupling with the antennas, so that you use all 250 antennas as one station instead of just dealing with each antenna individually. I'm not going to make the lights, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. That means I can stop the vlog. So I'm going to be doing a lot of research on that over the next few months, I should say, over the whole year actually, because it's due at the end of the year. So I will be working on that in the next couple of weeks. I'm just learning how antennas and that function, so that way I can actually start the simulation side of it. But I'm going to stop rambling, because this has been probably a way too long clip. I'm just going to come to a complete stop first, because safe driving practices, this is why I'm rambling. Alright, it's Thursday. I am just chilling. It's almost 5 o'clock. I was supposed to do tutoring at 4:30, then we moved it to 5, and then it got cancelled. So I got all ready to go. I even put my nice pretty new jewelry on. That's my new ring over there. And over there, my new earrings and one of my new necklaces, which is a cute little owl. Ta-da! So I got all ready to go, and now I don't have anywhere to go. Besides the gym later. But I put the makeup on because I was going out to tutoring and I needed to look put together. So yeah, I am now just chilling, currently watching random things on my computer. I'm just going to probably finish this video and then go clean, so I got all done up. And now I'm going to go clean my house. I need to clean up all the mess that's in here and then vacuum these carpets. I think this is like the last room that I've got left to do. Also, you haven't seen the bunnies. I told you about the bunnies yesterday. Let's grab one. aha, here's a finished one. So, the bunny. Funny enough, I am actually doing the yellow orange one. So, the bunnies start off as just a little square. And then, I don't know if you can see, because I've done it in the same colour, but you can kind of see the diagonal there where there's the extra stitches that go funny. And then along sort of there it goes across, and then I'll stitch down the diagonal to this corner where that bit is hanging out, and then pull it together, and that makes the head and the ears. And then you stitch the back down, and then along here on the bottom like that. I just push, the only reason I've been pushing the bottom in is so that they stand better. Then you make a cute little pom-pom of whatever colour if you're choosing for the back, embroider some eyes and a cute nose on, and ta-da, bunny. And I got them in lots of different colours. So when they're all done, I will definitely make sure to show you them all, but I'll just grab the one for now. So that's what I've been up to. I also finished making my beanie, which I'm sure I showed you. I'm now doing it again. Doing it a little bit bigger for the base so that we can see if that works. And then what else am I doing today? I gotta go to the gym, but that's not till later, and I gotta do the dishes. So I'm gonna finish watching my video. I think that's the last one I have queued up. Yeah, it is. And then, I don't know, clean and do some gardening when the sun goes down a little bit, because right now it's still a little bit hot and I don't want to get burnt again. I do need to do some gardening, but I'll have to take off my pretty rings for that. But look how cool that is. It's an eye. It's watching you. Focus. It's so pretty and sparkly, and I love it because it's so random. Alright, apologies in advance if this clip is a bit shaky. I'm balancing you up here so that I can have both hands down here to show you. So this is a square, so you just knit a square, and I've pulled it in just a little bit, so that's why it's a bit like that. But basically, if you want to make sure you have a square, if you just match up the two corners while you're knitting, and then you can cast off, and then it'll be a nice square. So what I've done, as I showed you earlier, is I've stitched across this line over here, up to the middle and back down. So now I've got my two ends over here. So what you then do, just make sure I've got it on the right side. I do. The only reason I'm looking is if you have a look over there, you can see the little tail sticking out just there. That is from when I stitched in the cast on. So from here, we're then just going to like gently pull this in. You can see it pulling there, and it starts to sort of take shape, and that's when you grab your ball of stuffing and you put it in there and sort of pull in and keep shoving that in so that you have the cute little face, which looks like that. And then keep pulling it in as tight as it will go, just to make sure that this side, which is furthest away from the section you're pulling, is nice and tight and doesn't look, and that this gap here is not too bad. I do often end up stitching the ears here together so that there's less of a gap there. I might actually just spin around and grab it. You can see a little bit more stuffing just to shove in, make it a little bit plumper. So let's just do that, and then as you can see, that's a cute little bunny face. So yeah, you pull it tight like that, and then ta-da! So then the reason that I've left the needle on, as you can see, is so that you can then stitch up the body. So we've stitched up the head, we've stitched it in, we've got this extra tiny little tail here which I'll use later. We're then going to take this and stitch along here to the edge, stuff it, and then down there. So you sort of just go through like that and just pull it through, and you do that back and forth a whole bunch until you get to the end. Let's try and do it so that you guys can see and I can see what I'm doing. Like so, pull it through. It is a bit harder to see because I am using the same colour thread as the bunny, just because that way if I do mess up any of the stitches, you're less likely to see any mistakes because the thread is the same colour. Alright, through, and then through again. And so this will make up the back part of the bunny, and this part here will be the bit that it sits on, which will make a bit more sense when there's some stuffing in it. Alright, sorry I keep pulling it off camera, that's just how I stitch. I'm trying to pull this instead of pull the bunny, which is proving to be rather difficult. But that's okay. Almost up to the halfway point. There we go. Keep going. I haven't done my vacuuming yet, but I've done a lot of picking stuff up off the floor and sorting stuff out. So I had to take a tiny little break. So I was doing this. So I figured, hey, why not show you guys? Also, this is probably going to be a stupidly long vlog because of all the clips I keep doing that are really long. I don't know, I might end it after this clip. After I finish my cleaning for the day. Almost to the end. Through that. And so now the back is stitched up. So in the next clip I'll show you stuffing and stitching that. Alright, so I've got a bit of stuffing. I don't know if it's going to be too much or not enough, but we'll see. So you're just going to shove it in like so. I'm just going to use that little bit there as well. Just want to make sure it is, don't mind my pile of shoes, on the floor there. It's getting them all out of the study. Just going to grab a nice big ball of stuffing and put it on the desk so that I can stuff this appropriately. There we go. Now you can kind of see the shape of the bunny. It's going to be something like that when it's done. So now what you do is, because this is the other edge, you just end up folding it in half and stitching the same way we stitched there. So I might grab a small little bit more, just to, there we go. And then where's my needle gone? It's over here. Alright. And now I'm going to do the exact same stitching that I was doing down here, along here. Make sure I actually put it through in the right spots, just to make it nice and secure and cute. Okay. Doo-doo. And yeah, you just want to go back and forth along the whole seam. Yes, it does leave an edge because we are stitching the final bit up. I don't really know how to not do that. Also, this is a new pattern. This is a pattern that my friend sent me on Pinterest, where you just take a square and turn it into an adorable little bunny. So, given these are the first teddy style things that I've made out of knitting, I'll call it a good successful job. So back and forth we go, a whole bunch. And then almost to the end. And then I'll show you what I do on this corner. Now I don't know if you're supposed to do what I'm about to do, but I do it anyway. So, I've just come out that side. Normally you would go back in this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in on the opposite side and thread the needle through it so it makes sort of a knot. I'm going to do that a few times, just to sort of make sure that this thread of yarn that I'm currently using is tied off nicely before I cut it off. Do I have any scissors nearby? The answer to that is probably no. Let's grab some of my scissors, which are just here. Alright, scissors time. Make sure we cut that off nicely. There we go. So let's just put that over there. So now that is your almost complete bunny. You just got to stitch up there. But the way to make it sit better is if you fold this bit up and under, then sort of, because it's stuffing, you can kind of move it around as much as you need. And then you have a bunny that actually sits. See? How cute does that look? Don't mind the mess on my and the ball of stuffing next to the thing. So now all I've got to do is add a pom-pom using the 2 little red circles in that, which are the small pom-pom makers. And yeah. Alright, and this is just the final step. So I've just taken that last little bit that was over here and I've just pulled it a little bit tighter so that we end up with a really cute looking face. And what I do is I take these 2 ears and I sort of stitch them together at the base a few times just to make this gap a bit smaller, and then sometimes at the head as well. So same thing as we've been doing before, just back and forth. This time instead of going along the seam, you want to go along this seam because you kind of want the ears to be able to flap, but you want that gap that they've created to not be as big. So that way, if you are giving them to kids, they can't actually get to the stuffing, because that is important. Alright, here you go. And then what I'll do is you put it through just one ear a few times. You kind of just go back and forth. Oops. And then we can put it through just at the top here. Oh, trying to keep that nice plump head shape, and then back through just like once or twice is plenty, and then back through just the one ear again, just because we're going to sew this end in the same way you normally would with your ends. So just go through 2 loops like that, trying not to grab the other ear, which always seems to happen, and then back again through. Just going to go through the one loop because I think I've already gone through that loop, and it can get a bit confusing when the ears are at a weird angle. There we go. Through there just a few times just to make sure that the end is nicely secured, and ta-da! Your bunny now just needs an adorable little fluffy tail and some embroidery, and then it's pretty much done. And now that's not too easy to get into, and you can plump it out as much as you need, and there's a cute little bunny. Alright, I've just finished vacuuming the whole house. You can see my carpet, and you can see how red, even though I'm wearing makeup, you can see the red through my cheeks. And here, it's not as bad as it was because I have been sitting with the aircon and that fan going on my face for a few minutes just while I get organised to go pick my partner up from work, because I need to leave in a minute or two to do that. But I also need to go sort of pick him up, come home and shower just because I feel but yeah, I vacuumed the floors. I'll mop tomorrow or I'll mop tonight. It just depends on how I feel when I get back, otherwise I'll mop in the morning. The makeup still looks pretty good though, even though I've been sweating and wiping out my face. And it just looks like I have natural blush, which is great. I forgot what I was saying. I had lasagna for dinner. That's the only thing when I actually get up and do things, you can see the difference. They start to get pale but red at the same time. You can definitely see the foundation difference. Yeah, I am going to end whatever vlog this is here, because I'm pretty sure with all the other footage that I filmed this last week, that will wrap this one up. And I might do that when I get home from picking my partner up. I might pull all the footage off of this, turn it into vlogs, upload it. Yes, that will be my to-do list. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I have a little to-do list over here that has vacuum and laundry on it. I've done some of my laundry, so I don't deserve to cross it off just yet, because I do have to put another load on, but that's okay. I have some stuff in the dryer. But yeah. Oh, sorry. Let's hold it so that it doesn't shake. But yeah, I'm going to chill. I need to do some study tomorrow. I need to go to the health insurance place tomorrow. I need to stream tomorrow because I haven't streamed in forever. I'm probably just going to stream Calamity Canyon. I won't be streaming on Saturday, but I might stream on Sunday. We'll see how we go. Yeah. I've been rambling for almost 2 minutes, so I'm going to say thank you all for watching. And I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.